Okay, guys, good morning. Paul Bates here aboard Southern Estate. Welcome aboard. And every morning I get up and I do a live video. I try to, but this morning the internet just wasn't working, so it's not going to happen. So today I'll just do this real quick video here and we'll go over, and you can see right here I've rescheduled the video for September 6th, so you can kind of see that right there. Anyway, welcome aboard Southern Estate, where I currently live with my wife and my dog Daisy. We're full-time boaters, and we do these morning blogs at 8 o'clock just to get me out of bed and keep the day going. Bev could live without this. She really could. She's at a point where she's tired of eating top ramen soup. She'd rather be she likes six-figure Polly, not one-figure Polly. I can tell you that right now. So anyway, also it's the channel is actually growing, and I love what I'm doing, so I'm going to continue to do it. Also, every morning we go over the comments here, and but before I do, I'll explain that one more time, because what happens here, as you're making that transition over into anything in life, there's this transition, and this time I have the backing to do it, but Beverly just can't. She can't stand to see it go down, and I'm like, well, it's just part of life, and it'll come back up as fast as it came back down. And also, I trade stocks, so it really, she just doesn't like seeing the money go out as fast as it's been going out lately. So, and I don't blame her. She'd rather I had a job and not try this silliness. But I love it. I enjoy it, and I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to share my knowledge. I've boated, I've been on the West Coast. I've been on the East Coast. I've had 20 different RVs. I've been on every major interstate, 10, 40, 70, so I'm going to share my knowledge, and I'm going to try and make a go at this. I really am. And I do appreciate, with almost 1 million hits now, we're not there subscribers. We don't have very many subscribers, but as far as hits go, and I can't walk on any dock or any place and go without somebody knowing who I am. That's just I guess that's the rule. I wouldn't say I'm famous, but in my field, in my niche, everybody knows who I am. So in the mornings here, we talk about the comments from the day before and who wins that. We got Bill here. What marina you at? Iuka. We're in Iuka, Mississippi. We're in Aqua Marina. So then Russell Spray, I'd love to hear the dolphin story. Yeah, we'll get to that one day, because it is a funny story, especially if you hear it live from me. Anyway, also, Paul, a question about potential, but today's video is one from Steve here. Let me see if I can find it here real quick, because yeah, right here. Looking forward to more storm video. Not me. If I never saw another storm after living through like 3 hurricanes, being involved in this, is the first time full time on the boat, I'm good, dude. If I never did another storm video, I am 100% okay with that. So anyway, I want to get on to the topic of today's video. I did reschedule. We'll talk live about it next week, and how I get these live feeds or the video content for what I'm going to do from day to day is I just go through the comments right here and I look who's asking the questions and stuff like that. And then sometimes, like right now, I'm in the market for a dinghy. I'm not sure I'm going to do it yet or not. I still haven't made up my mind totally, but I have been dealing with these guys, and I'll show you who they are right here. They are Suncoast Inflatables, and they're over there in Clearwater, and that's on my schedule, so I could go pick up a dinghy. Now, these high fielders right here, you can't get one of those, and they actually have the best price on the high fielder, but you can't get one. You won't be able to get one till 2022, he said. So I've been looking at the AB right here, and there's a particular one I want. I also want to be able to convert it to have a steering wheel and eventually keep adding on. Here's my problem right now with it is I want the big boy package, and it's about $14,000, and I'm not willing to let go of $14,000, but I can just buy the dinghy right now. It's about $6,500. But today's topic is also, do you want or need a dinghy while on America's Great Loop? And so that's the whole thing today, or even living aboard your trawler full time. So you can see right here, I have a dinghy on the front of Southern Estate right here. I personally like having my dinghy up and mounted to the boat. So one of the big problems, and I think especially with America's Great Loop, is we buy our boats and we have good intentions, and everybody wants their tender, their dinghy, whatever you want to call them. But even I talked to Sam and Rev about this, and they're getting rid of theirs. And I asked him why he's getting rid of his, and it's for the same reason. If it's it can be more of a nuisance than it can be a benefit. Now we have a dog aboard, so when we stop, and we love the mooring fields, and we do like anchoring, so to get Daisy on and off the boat, we need a tender. But if that tender's not properly secured on the boat, and like when I had Loop Princess. So when I had Loop Princess here, you can see right here, the dinghy is attached to the back of my boat. Well, there's two problems with this. One is it was not difficult, but I had it all manually set up to drop the dinghy down into the water, which was kind of easy, but it was kind of hard. And I had my motor attached to it. But when I got into rough water, I was always nervous about it being back there swinging around back here. So I'd add ropes, and it was constantly a battle with that. So it's just one of those things that I had to have it. I liked it. But if your dinghy is not easily and in a great location on your boat, it's going to be more stress than it is harm or benefit to you. And if you don't have a dog and you have no reason to get off the boat, they even have water taxis when you pull into like a mooring field, or even some of the anchorages will have where they'll come pick you up on a boat and bring you in. So you don't necessarily need to spend the money on this tender right here. Now, again, I'll show you this on the front of uh, the new boat here, which is Southern Estate. The dinghy is mounted up here, and you can see the difference. It's a huge, huge difference of having it securely mounted on the boat. And also, I have this crane right here, and I'm able to pick the tender up from the crane and then just lower it overboard. And now that I've added a remote to that, it makes it super, super easy. So do you need a dinghy? No. Do you need one if you have an animal? Yeah, it's probably going to help you get that animal on and off the boat. But do you have to? If it's not easy accessible, like I'm older. When I was younger, I had my dinghy on a Weaver system, and it would just flip up on the back, and then I'd have to put my motor on. Well, I didn't like that, so I did when I was younger. I was okay with it, but as I got older, it's harder and harder. And so when you're 60, 65, 70 years old and you're trying to manhandle a 30, 40 pound motor, there's no fun in that. There's no glory in that. And so I think it's much easier if your tender's set up to get on and off the boat very easy with the motor attached, then I say go for it. But if you don't have all of those situations and it's not set up easily, I wouldn't. You don't need it, and you'll be surprised how much you don't use it. I think good friends of ours on the loop right now. They're actually looping, and we were able to loop with them for a month, and they're probably 3/4 of the way through the loop right now. They've never even taken their dinghy off of the boat, not one time. So that just kind of tells you. Now, me and Bev have used our dinghy. We bring Daisy to shore on it. We've had to anchor a few times, and we use it when we're on the mooring balls. We really, really like it. So we will have one. We'll always have one, whether I make the switch and change, because the one I have on here now, it's a perfectly good dinghy. And it, so whether I make the switch and want to spend the money right now, I don't know. We'll have to see. Because right now, I'm broke Polly, not, and Bev doesn't like poor Polly. She likes rich Polly. So we'll see what happens with all that. But I do have an account as a specific something I want to sell. But it's always a saying that do I sell it right now and satisfy that, or do I watch it double again and then do it? So I may hold off. I may not do it. Anyway, peace out. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll get back to a live video hopefully tomorrow if we have good enough internet connection.